Acts 12, 1 through 17 talks about Peter, where Peter was in prison and the angel appeared and Peter was freed. The chains fell off of him. He got past the guards and everything. And so Peter was headed to Mary's house because he knew that at Mary's house they were praying. The church was praying for him to be released. They were praying for Peter to be released. When he got to the door, he knocked on the door. The maid, Rhoda, showed up at the door. She saw Peter. She got excited and she ran and she told the church folks that Peter was at the door. And they thought she was crazy and that it must be Peter's ghost. That blows my mind because when they praying for Peter to be released, when they asking God to release, to make a way for Peter to be released, and there here Peter was at the door and he was released, and they don't believe it's Peter. If we're going to pray and ask God for something, or we're going to ask God to do something and it's in his will for it to be done, we've got to believe that God's going to do it. Why were they praying if they didn't believe that God was or could do it? For example, there's a story about this town that was going through a drought, and they all got together at this church to pray for the drought to end. This one little old lady shows up with an umbrella, and they asked her, why does she have an umbrella? And she said, aren't we praying for the drought to end? Aren't we praying for God to send the rain? So if we're praying for God to send the rain and we truly believe that God's going to send the rain, then we need to be prepared for the rain. I'm just prepared because I know my God will do what he says he can and will do. I'm saying this because if you're going to pray, then believe. The scripture says the effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. So what you're praying for today, believe that God will do it and begin to prepare for the blessings that are coming. Don't pray and then don't believe. If you're going to pray, believe. Because with God, there's nothing that's impossible. There's nothing too big. There's nothing too small for our God to do. Pray, believe, and then act.